The night before the wedding, my boyfriend's mistress was critically ill. To see his mistress, he ignored my protests and drove over late at night, but ended up having a car accident. At the crucial moment, I saved him, but I was hit and became paralyzed from the waist up. He promised me he would never leave me, yet turned around and brought his mistress home as his wife. In the end, I was tortured to death by the caregiver. If I could do it all over again, I would watch as my boyfriend insisted on going to see his mistress. In my past life, I tried my best to stop him. In this life, I cut ties and walked away. Can you please stop making a scene? Jiajiao has no family or friends here, and she's gravely ill, so she can only turn to me for help. What on earth are you so jealous about? She's almost dying. Can't you show her some understanding? The hysterical roar of my boyfriend came to my ears. I looked at everything before me and took a step back as if waking from a nightmare. The fear of being tortured to death by the caregiver had not yet faded, but I was reborn before the nightmare even began. I have been with my boyfriend for 6 years, standing by him through hardships, starting a company, and just as his career began to take off, both families had long agreed on the marriage. Tomorrow is the wedding day, but behind my back, my boyfriend has rekindled his affair with his ex-girlfriend. His mistress, the mistress falsely claimed to be critically ill, and he rushed there without hesitation. I tried my best to dissuade him, but in the end, I couldn't refuse and chose to accompany him to take a look. As a result, there was a car accident halfway there. At the moment the truck came crashing, I shielded him with my body. Later, I was left a high-level paraplegic after the accident, while my boyfriend only suffered minor injuries, in front of both families. He promised to take care of me for life, but he immediately called off the wedding and married his mistress. My parents turned grey overnight and came to demand an explanation. My boyfriend angered my mother so much that she died of a heart attack. In despair, my father stood on the rooftop of my boyfriend's company building and jumped, using his death to force my boyfriend to take care of me. Under social condemnation, my boyfriend grew to hate me and casually handed me over to a caregiver. He watched me being tortured to death without any reaction, even preventing me from calling the police. This time, I immediately chose to distance myself from him. Tomorrow is our wedding day. How many hours are left now? She is seriously ill. Doesn't she have any family? We could clearly pay someone to go see her, so why do you have to go yourself? And why is it that she falls seriously ill, and of all times, it happens now? I buried my hatred deep in my heart and secretly started recording on my phone. I've been with you for a full 6 years, and yet I still can't compare to her. She says the illness is serious, and she doesn't even have the heart to give a critical condition notice. Malik Gu, do you believe her and not me? If you dare to step out of this house, I'll consider all these years of feelings wasted. We're breaking up today, and the wedding is off. Upon hearing this, the boyfriend grew even more furious. Mirabelshan, you're being unreasonable. If there was anything between me and her, would I even be marrying you? Jiajiao is sick. What's the harm in postponing our wedding by just 1 day? If you leave me, you'll be the one regretting it. You don't want to be a devoted wife. There are plenty of people willing to be. If you want to break up, then break up. Don't regret it in the future. Don't even think about threatening me with a breakup. Leaving these words behind, my boyfriend turned and walked away. I took a photo of his back, immediately grabbed my phone, and posted the recording and photo on my Moments to announce it. Boyfriend abandoned me for his ex-girlfriend. Tomorrow's wedding is cancelled. 6 years of relationship, all for the dog. I posted this on all social media platforms, and many netizens saw it and came over to comment. There were feelings of heartache, sympathy, and empathy. The comments below were full of comfort for me. Sister, you are beautiful on your own. Crying over such a scumbag is simply not worth it. Those who betray true feelings deserve to swallow 10,000 needles. He will surely face retribution. Good riddance. Seeing his true character clearly and cutting your losses in time means a bright and glorious future ahead. Looking at these, I leaned against the wall, finally calming down with great effort. I did this to leave evidence proving that Malik Gu was the one who abandoned me first for another woman. To prevent Malik Gu from morally blackmailing me afterward, my parents saw my Moments post and immediately called to ask, what exactly is going on? What about the wedding tomorrow morning? Mom asked, I truthfully told them the truth and firmly stated that I would never get back together. Since he chose to pursue his ex-girlfriend, it means he can never forget her. So what am I, his backup? I will definitely not be with him anymore. 6 years of love were already exhausted in a past life. I never thought of morally binding Malik Gu into marriage just because I saved him from disability. He was the one driving the car, and a large part of the reason I had the accident was because of his reckless driving. My parents are old and frail, and their pension alone cannot cover the huge medical expenses. I want Malik Gu to take responsibility and cover part of my medical costs. But Malik Gu keeps making excuses. Even though the company is so wealthy, he refuses to give me any compensation. In my past life, he came to the hospital to visit me and gave my parents a hard time, who told her she had to come to the hospital with me. Why should I pay these hundreds of thousands in medical bills? None of this is my fault. You should make that truck driver pay. But the truck driver died on the spot, and his family, consisting of orphans and widows, had no money at all. His parents, with graying hair, pleaded humbly, "No matter what, Mirabel saved your life. Even if you don't consider the years of affection, she is your lifesaver. If it weren't for her, you'd be the one lying in that hospital bed today. Please, consider it as if your uncle and aunt are begging you. Give us some money so Mirabel can receive proper treatment." But Malik Gu sneered coldly, "It's not like I begged her to stand in front of me. She did it willingly. Why should I pay for it? Don't talk about hundreds of thousands. Even if it's just a few thousand, I won't pay. My current lover is Jiao Jiao, and I won't spend money to treat another woman. Mirabel Shun becoming like this is all her own fault. Who asked her to take the blame for me? I don't need that," Jiao Jiao said. "Whether I'm a useless person or not, she will love me. Don't think you can use this moral coercion on me to take care of this useless person for life." My mother was so upset that she had a heart attack. I looked at him with hatred, this heartless and ungrateful man, wishing I could tear him to pieces. 6 years of love ultimately turned into a joke. I was seriously injured, and he married someone else. If everything could start over now, I would return all of this to him one by one. Let's see, if it weren't for me shielding him from disaster, he would have become a cripple. Would his mistress and ex-girlfriend still love him? Very soon. Malik's mother saw that post on my moments and angrily came to confront me. "Isn't it just going to see an ex-girlfriend? You shameless woman. Can't you be a bit more magnanimous and quickly delete that post? Don't ruin my son's reputation. My son is lucky to want to marry you. Don't be so ungrateful. In the past, if my son was this outstanding, he could have had 3 or 4 wives. Now that he's willing to marry only you, you should be secretly happy. What are you making a fuss about? It's just pretentiousness. Mother Gu has long disliked me and has made things difficult for me many times. Reborn into this life, I can't be bothered to be polite to her. Old witch, I'll post whatever I want. Not only will I let everyone in my friend circle see that your son was reckless and abandoned me, but I'll also post it on every social platform so more people will know your son." After saying this, I immediately hung up the phone and blocked Malik Gu and his parents. In my past life, for the sake of 6 years of love, I endured the parents of Malik Gu again and again. Yet, after I got into trouble saving Malik Gu, they never once came to see me. They urged Malik Gu to break off our engagement and marry his mistress. On the day my mother died of illness, Mrs. Gu arrogantly came to me and said I deserved it. I won't let a single one of those who killed my family go. The revenge has only just begun. The next day, my phone was bombarded with calls and messages. "Mirabel, do you know your boyfriend had a car accident last night? He's still in the ICU fighting for his life." While I was at work, a colleague suddenly said, "That's an ex-boyfriend. What does that have to do with me?" I shrugged. The colleague saw my post on Moments and knew Malik Gu had cheated, smiling as they said, "So does this count as getting what he deserves?" I don't know if it's really getting what one deserves. I only know that the Gu family parents have been searching for me all over the world, going crazy. I heard that Malik Gu was rescued but is paralyzed from the neck down, a lifelong invalid. The Gu family parents are eager to find a sucker to take care of their son for life. The mistress has disappeared without a trace, so they thought of me. As soon as I got off work, they blocked me at the company gate. "Mirabel Shun, my son was in a car accident and is in the hospital. How can you still be working so calmly right now, Mrs. Gu rushed over, screaming as she grabbed me. Why aren't you hurrying to the hospital to take care of my son? I calmly shook off her hand. What does your son have to do with me? Don't forget, we broke up a few nights ago. Gu's mother acted as if she didn't remember that night at all. What breakup? Did our families agree to that? You wouldn't be trying to abandon my son just because he was disabled in a car accident, would you? She sat on the ground, crying and making a scene, accusing me. Oh dear, my son really has brought this upon himself, ending up with such a cold-hearted woman. My son was with her for 6 years, spending so much money on her, but the moment he had a serious car accident and became ill, she immediately called off the wedding and cut ties with him. How can you be so selfish and cold-blooded, Mirabel Shin? What you're doing will bring you retribution. Passers-by stopped and looked over, their eyes filled with strange expressions. Once a woman is labeled as gold-digging, selfish, and someone who abandons after causing chaos, everyone despises her, and she faces accusations wherever she goes. But how could I let the Gu family parents pin that label on me? I played the recording from last night on the spot. Break up if you want. Don't regret it in the future. Don't think you can threaten me with a breakup. Malik Gu's voice came through, and the onlookers immediately looked disdainfully at Gu's parents, whispering among themselves, your son abandoned me for his ex-girlfriend, insisted on going to the hospital to see her, and ended up in a car accident. This is karma. It's clearly his own fault, so why is he blaming me? I called the company security and had both of them kicked out immediately, but Gu's parents were unwilling to let me go. When they saw I refused to take responsibility for Malik Gu, they went to my parents. My son likes your daughter, as you know. If it weren't for this car accident, they should have been married long ago. My son has had a car accident now, and it definitely has something to do with your daughter canceling the wedding. Your daughter must marry my son and take care of him for the rest of his life. Hearing this, my mother was so angry that she clutched her chest. My dad immediately swept them both out, driving Gu's mother and father away. Your son is tangled up with his ex-girlfriend, deceiving my daughter's feelings. He got into a car accident while driving to see his ex. What does that have to do with my daughter? His ex doesn't want to take responsibility, and now you only think of my daughter, at this critical moment. You still want my daughter to take care of your son. Dream on. Dad is a taekwondo coach, and after all these years, he hasn't neglected martial arts. He directly beat up the two of them and threw them out. Gu's mother and father were cursing and grumbling in the hallway. Neighbors on both sides came over to watch the spectacle. Who doesn't know about your son abandoning that girl to go back to his ex-girlfriend, and then getting into a car accident? He clearly got what he deserved, yet he still tries to drag that girl into it. She's not stupid. Mother Gu wants to ruin our family's reputation, but I had already let the neighbors know about Malik Gu's mess. The Gu parents couldn't gain any benefit or sympathy and had to slink back. I work my job step by step. Malik Gu wanted to see me and explain, but I refused to accept. Until that day, a mediator found me. She pressed her large microphone right up to my face. Your boyfriend had a car accident and became disabled. He only wants to see you one last time. Why are you unwilling to see him? I heard that before the accident, you and he were already preparing to get married, but after the accident, you didn't even see him and directly cancelled the wedding. Don't you think you're ungrateful? Heh. I saw it at a glance. The person in front of me is the mistress's close friend. The mistress herself won't step forward, so she calls her close friend over to pin the blame on me. I looked at the camera set up high, aimed right at my face. Since they won't stop, I don't mind playing along with them. Let them be ruined and disgraced. Auntie, that's my ex-boyfriend. We broke up the night before he had his car accident. He wanted to cancel our wedding to see his mistress, his ex-girlfriend, but on the way to see her, he had a car accident and became disabled. Instead of holding his ex-girlfriend accountable, he clings to me. Such a scheming bastard. Surely you're not on his side. The mediator, hearing me call her that, said bitterly, but you were with him for a full 6 years. Isn't she just an ex-girlfriend? If you had stopped him, he wouldn't have had the car accident at all. Isn't any of this your fault? If you had kept him, maybe he wouldn't have become a cripple. Shouldn't you be responsible for that? She twisted the facts so shamelessly. I sneered. His legs are on his own body. Do you think I could have stopped that? Are you suggesting I tie him up to keep him from going? Forgive me for being blunt, but a dog with legs thinks the shit outside is always fragrant, eager to rush out and eat it. What can I do? The mediator immediately seized on my words. So, you are admitting that Malik Gu becoming disabled is partly your fault. She was aggressive, glaring at me. I crossed my arms. You can blame me for that too. Then why don't you talk about his ex-girlfriend's problem? If she hadn't called Malik Gu in the middle of the night saying she was seriously ill and asked him to come to the hospital, how would Malik Gu have been speeding and gotten into a car accident? You don't go to find her, but instead come to me. The mediation is so biased. What exactly are you doing? The mediator immediately interrupted me. Don't change the subject. We're talking about you now. Malik Gu wants to see you. Can you really bear to leave him lying alone in the hospital bed? Unwilling to see him one last time? How can your heart be so cold? Fine, it's just a meeting. Right, I'll go to the hospital to see him now. I want to see what tricks Malik Gu is playing. In the hospital, Malik Gu lay on the hospital bed, barely clinging to life. With his parents attending to his every need, it was as if they had known the mediator was coming and deliberately made Malik Gu look haggard. Mirabel, I was wrong. That day I was just sulking with you. You wouldn't break off the wedding and call off our engagement just because you saw me disabled, would you? Malik Gu immediately tried to guilt-trip me as soon as he saw me. We've been together for 6 whole years. Could it be that 6 years of feelings can't withstand a little misunderstanding? Or do you despise me for being a useless person and never want to have anything to do with me again? Malik Gu is paralyzed from the waist down, knowing that his future is ruined. He couldn't wait to drag me down with him. I smiled faintly. How could that be? We may not be able to be boyfriend and girlfriend, but we can be friends for life. By the way, where is Lin Jiao Jiao? You rushed to the hospital late at night driving recklessly and got into an accident. Where is she now? Why hasn't she come to take care of you? I turned my head to look at the mediator. Didn't you bring Lin Jiao Jiao here? Malik Gu even had a car accident for her. Where did she run off to? Rest assured, although Malik Gu cheated on Lin Jiao Jiao, as his friend, I will definitely hold a grand wedding for him and Lin Jiao Jiao. Everyone present changed their expressions upon hearing this. Malik Gu's lips trembled. Mirabel, do you still refuse to forgive me? The person I love most is clearly you, not Jiao Jiao. He and I are just purely friends. I smiled. Oh, so, on the night before the wedding, despite my warnings, you broke up with me just to go find her by car. And now that you've had an accident, you turn around and expect me to be the fool who takes care of you. To be honest, Malik Gu, you really have a thick skin. As the words fell, a white figure suddenly ran in and knelt down before me. I took a look. Isn't this Malik Gu's mistress, Lin Jiao Jiao? I turned away in disgust, but she grabbed hold of my pant leg. Sister, I know it's all my fault, but brother Malik Gu truly loves you. That night, he was just too worried about me. So he sulked with you and drove over to find me. For the sake of your 6 years together, please forgive him. Brother Malik Gu can't be without you. Lin Jiao Jiao held me tightly, looking pitiful and vulnerable, making it seem like I was bullying her. I cleverly turned the tables and said, since you know it's your fault, why don't you take good care of Malik Gu for the rest of your life? After all, he got into an accident because he was rushing to see you when you were seriously ill. You two should be tied together forever. Hearing me say this to Lin Jiao Jiao, Malik Gu couldn't sit still. The veins on his hand bulged. Mirabelchen, don't go too far. At this moment, the mediator signaled the photographer with her eyes. The camera stopped recording. The mediator, who was also the mistress's close friend, stopped pretending. Jiao Jiao has been delicate and tender since childhood. How could she possibly take care of a disabled person? Although you are Malik Gu's ex-girlfriend, you still have an obligation to take care of him. Don't keep accusing of cheating. The one who isn't loved is the mistress. Besides, Jiao Jiao and Malik Gu haven't done anything yet. Lin Jiao Jiao stopped crying and stood up directly. Brother Gu and I really only have a sibling relationship. Don't misunderstand us. If you hadn't stopped Brother Gu that night, how could he have ended up like this? Father Gu and Mother Gu stepped forward and held me back even more. Only if you take care of our son can we be at ease. Lin Jiao Jiao simply doesn't know how to take care of anyone. And she doesn't have a job. How will she support my son in the future? I directly shook off their hands and looked coldly at Lin Jiao Jiao. You're standing here lively and well now, but that night's critical illness was just a joke. You deliberately tried to stop me from marrying Malik Gu. What, now that Malik Gu has become a cripple, you're unwilling to take care of him? Lin Jiao Jiao felt guilty. That night I just wanted to play a joke. I didn't expect it to turn out like this. Upon hearing this, Father Gu and Mother Gu glared fiercely at Lin Jiao Jiao. Malik Gu also clenched his fingers tightly but still defended his mistress. Jiao Jiao didn't do it on purpose. She never expected something like this to happen. I looked at Malik Gu mockingly. So now that you've had a car accident, you want me to take the blame for it, Malik Gu, in your dreams? If you want someone to take care of you, go find Lin Jiao Jiao. Don't drag me into this. Upon hearing this, Lin Jiao Jiao immediately got flustered. This has nothing to do with me. I was just joking. I don't want to spend my whole life with a loser. The words slipped out without thinking. And she only realized it afterward. Malik Gu's face turned ashen, and his gaze became fierce as he looked at her. Brother Malik Gu, I didn't mean it like that. This matter can't be entirely blamed on me. Lin Jiao Jiao still wanted to argue, but Gu family's parents directly slapped her across the face, glaring at her. If it weren't for you, you wretched woman, how could my son have ended up like this? My son will never get better. You can forget about ever getting rid of our family. The mediator immediately pulled Lin Jiao Jiao over. Uncle, aunt, the most important thing now is for Mirabel Shun to take responsibility for Malik Gu. Jiao Jiao will definitely help you. How can you hit her? Upon hearing this, their gazes turned back to me. The mistress's close friend was aggressively confrontational. Mirabel Shun, I'm telling you, I'm a well-known mediator. If I upload the video clip from just now online, it will definitely ruin your reputation. You either obediently take care of Malik Gu for life, marry him and have children, or I'll make the whole world know that you are a gold-digging and selfish woman who abandons others after starting something. Your parents are so old, and if they get cyberbullied, your mother has a heart condition. Just think about what you'll do. I raised an eyebrow slightly. The eyes of the public are sharp. Do you really think they won't know who is right and who is wrong in this matter? The mediator sneered. I'm a top mediator with 5 million followers online. I can easily edit the footage to turn right into wrong. Do you think those 5 million fools will really dig into the truth? Your family will inevitably be cyberbullied by them. I pretended to be scared. Is this the same yin-yang editing technique you used before, causing so many people to be cyberbullied to death? The mediator sneered. Good that you know. If you don't comply, you'll be the next one to be cyberbullied. When that happens, don't say it's just work. Your family will receive death threats and funeral wreaths every day. I showed a smile. Really? I immediately pulled out my phone from my pocket, which was live streaming. The live stream room was already flooded with countless netizens, all furiously spamming the chat with curses, condemning the Gu family and Lin Jiao Jiao's gang for their shamelessness. Come on, give us a smile. I turned the camera towards the people here. Netizens were cursing wildly. Damn so-called top mediator, they actually turned black into white. They're nothing but a den of snakes and rats. Miss, you must not be threatened. Scumbag men and despicable women should be locked up. I should cyberbully them to death. Ah, the mediator let out a loud bang. Quick, turn off the live stream. Turn it off, Sister Wang. It's bad. Our account's follower count is continuously dropping. Many people have reported our videos. And they're even cursing us in the comments. The cameraman brother ran over holding his phone. What do we do now? My phone was still recording the live stream, kindly educating the viewers. This is the top mediator Wang Na. Everyone remember to take good care of her tilde. Instantly. The comment section was filled with insults directed at Wang Na. Wang Na's social media account was reported and shut down, and countless abusive messages flooded her private inbox. The victim's family found her residence, splashed red paint on her, and threw eggs at her on the way out. I looked at all this and laughed out loud. In my past life, after I became quadriplegic, Wang Na twisted the truth, claiming I used my disability to threaten my boyfriend and his mistress to break up and marry me. At that time, I was not only tormented by pain but also suffered from online abuse. A few extremists even came to my doorstep, pushed me out of my wheelchair. and took photos of my disabled state to mock me online. My parents tried everything but to no avail. Wang Na only agreed to delete that post after making them kneel, but she went back on her word and instead told her fans that my parents were morally blackmailing her. Oh dear, darlings. It really is a case of a crooked upper beam causing a crooked lower beam. But rest assured, I will stand firm on the truth and facts, and will never be threatened by people like that. Now, she is reaping the consequences of her actions. The advertisers she originally collaborated with have all terminated their contracts. She still has to face exorbitant compensation fees, and even because of spreading rumors, she has been sued by the families of previous victims and is facing criminal detention. Less than a week later, she dragged Lin Jiao to my doorstep and knelt down to apologize. Mireille Shun, I know I was wrong about what happened that day. I shouldn't have twisted the truth. Please come forward and explain it for me. I'm telling you, that day was just a performance. We were all just playing around. Mireille Shun, I beg you. The moment she saw me, she grabbed my thigh and wept bitterly. I know I shouldn't have meddled in your business with Malik Gu. It was all Lin Jiao who egged me on. Please explain for me. Give me a way out. I really don't want to go to jail and become a deadbeat. Sob sob sob. Upon hearing this, Lin Jiao instantly became displeased. I considered you my best friend. If it weren't for seeing you become like this, I would never have agreed to bow to Mireille Shun. And now you actually push all the blame onto me. I hadn't even had a chance to speak. Wang Na stood up and suddenly slapped Lin Jiao hard. Her eyes were bloodshot. You're just a jinx. It's not enough that you ruined Malik Gu, now you come after me too. If you hadn't said you were desperate and didn't want to take care of that cripple Malik Gu for the rest of your life, crying and begging me for help, how would I have gotten involved in your messed up business? Now it's all ruined. I've lost my fans. My account is gone too. And I still have to face so many compensations and even be sued in court. Look at you. Nothing has happened to you. I treated you like my best friend, but you've ruined me like this. The two of them exchanged accusations back and forth, and soon started to physically fight. Wang Na slapped Lin Jiao across the face, and Lin Jiao fiercely tore at her hair. The two of them ignored the people around and began exposing each other's secrets. Wang Na called Lin Jiao a dead white lotus, accusing her of always stealing other people's boyfriends to be the other woman. Lin Jiao called Wang Na a stinky bitch, saying she sold herself to a boss in his 70s to get ahead. The neighbors around stared in disbelief, but no one dared to step forward to stop them. Someone even recognized Wang Na and secretly recorded videos to upload online. Now, Wang Na will never be able to turn her life around. Watching those two dogs biting each other, I felt an unusual sense of satisfaction. After watching enough of the show, I simply turned around and left. I bought insurance policies for both my parents and sent them off early to travel and relax. Mom has always had heart problems, so she must not let these trivial matters upset her mood. After handling all this, I sold the shares I held in Malik Gu's company and took a sum of money. After Malik Gu found out about this, he angrily called me to confront me. Who do you think you are to sell those shares to someone else? I rolled my eyes. These shares are mine. I can sell them if I want to. What business is it of yours? Malik Gu was furious. How can you be so ungrateful? Now that you've sold the shares, those people have acquired more than I have. I no longer have any decision-making power in the company. Isn't it because you hated that I almost ruined your reputation? But now I'm disabled. What more do you want? Mireille Shun, how could you do this to me? Listening to the roar on the other end of the phone, I remained exceptionally calm. You deserve everything that happened, so why blame me? Malik Gu, I'm telling you, what people do is seen by heaven. You got what you deserved. I hung up the phone and blocked this number again. The Gu family parents came to the company to confront me again, but I had long since left. Mireille Shun resigned a few days ago and is no longer with our company, the HR person said irritably, giving them a glare. The online matter was sensational, and almost everyone knew about the Gu family scandal. The Gu family parents are like rats crossing the street, hated and called out to be beaten by everyone. Father Gu and Mother Gu called me, but unfortunately, I just changed my SIM card. I resigned from my job to stay by my parents' side and travel with them properly. Not long after, I heard from a friend that Father Jiu and Mother Jiu couldn't find me, so they went to Lin Jiaojiao and asked her to hold Malik Jiu accountable. How could Lin Jiaojiao be willing to be tied to a useless person for life? She ran away on the spot, but was pinned down and beaten by Gu's father and mother, who dragged and pulled her to the hospital. Lin Jiaojiao called the police. Gu's father and mother were unwilling to accept it and filed a lawsuit against Lin Jiaojiao, accusing her of deliberately causing their son's disability. Lin Jiaojiao now hides every day. Wherever she goes, people point fingers at her. She is on the verge of breaking down. Malik Jiu, in order to get treatment, ultimately had to choose to sell the company. He finally lost everything and became a wreck. After learning that his mistress never intended to take care of him, he ended up hating Lin Jiaojiao as well. Listening to the constant bickering between scumbags and shameless women, I was thoroughly entertained every day, until the police found me and came to visit. Only then did I learn that the entire Malik Jiu family had been sent to prison. It turned out that Lin Jiaojiao wanted to break free from Malik Jiu and was planning to run away to another place. Father Jiu and Mother Jiu hated her for ruining their son and were unwilling to let her off easily. They sneaked into Lin Jiaojiao's house, drugged her, and took her back to the countryside. They imprisoned Lin Jiaojiao, forcing her to bear heirs for the Jiu family. My son ended up like this all because of you, you wretched woman. If you dare not take care of my son, we dare to kill you. Lin Jiaojiao was chained up and locked in the cowshed, eating scraps, and every day her father and mother forced her legs apart, compelling her to have relations with Malik Jiu. She lived worse than a pig or a dog. 2 months after Lin Jiaojiao disappeared, her family and friends realized something was wrong and reported it to the police. When the police found Lin Jiaojiao, her abdomen was slightly swollen, both her hands and feet were broken, and there was not a single piece of uninjured flesh on her body. It turned out that ever since Malik Jiu became a cripple, he turned into a psychopath. He ordered his parents to break Lin Jiaojiao's hands and feet, torturing her in various ways every day. Lin Jiaojiao had a mental breakdown and was sent to the hospital. The 3 members of the Malik Jiu family were all arrested and charged with intentional injury. Lin Jiaojiao threatened that she wanted them to die. She aborted the bastard child, but due to malnutrition during pregnancy, she suffered massive bleeding during the miscarriage surgery and had to have her uterus removed. Now, she has lost her ability to bear children forever. I went to the hospital to see her. As soon as Lin Jiaojiao saw me, she completely lost her composure. Mirabelchen, you wretch. Why in this lifetime did you never shield Malik Jiu from harm? Because of you, I ended up like this. I want to kill you. Why is it me who suffers, not you? How did I end up like this? I never expected Lin Jiaojiao to be reborn as well. This is simply wonderful. You've lost your ability to have children now. There are so many videos online. Anyone who looks can find out your true background. Lin Jiaojiao, are you satisfied with this outcome? I laughed out loud. Lin Jiaojiao covered her ears and screamed wildly. Her face was crisscrossed with scars, and the once proud delicate white flower face was brutally slashed by Malik Jiu, without at least 100 or 200,000. Don't even think about getting plastic surgery to restore it in this lifetime. Who would want a woman who is both ugly and infertile? Even if Lin Jiaojiao wanted to hook up with a second-generation rich guy again in this life, it would be impossible. Malik Gu's leg injury flared up, and is being treated right next door to you. When you have time, you should go thank him, otherwise, you wouldn't have ended up like this. My eyes darkened slightly, implying something. Lin Jiaojiao's face turned grim. After seeing this old friend, I went next door to meet Malik Jiu. Malik Gu's expression was much calmer. When he saw me appear, his dull grey eyes brightened. Cough cough cough. Mirabel, how did I end up like this? Haven't you ever protected me from that car accident injury in your life? I sneered in my heart. Malik Jiu has actually been reborn too. That's great. These scumbags deserve to face the consequences they should have. I pretended not to understand and looked at him. What nonsense are you talking about? On the day of your car accident, I never got in the car with you. You went to find Lin Jiaojiao all by yourself. What? Malik Jiu suddenly sat up, but the pain forced him to lie back down. I smelled the foul stench of pus oozing from his wound and couldn't help but take a step back. Malik Jiu looked deeply hurt. Why didn't you stop me? Why didn't you get in the car with me? He murmured, touching his lower body in disbelief, carefully confirming that both his legs were gone and his face was disfigured. How is this possible? This must be a dream, a dream. He pressed on his festering wound. Pain surged through him, and he finally realized this was the real world. Tears streamed down his face. How could this happen? I was supposed to be successful in my career, and my legs should still be intact. Mirabelchen, why didn't you stop me? Why didn't you protect me from that injury? Afterwards, his voice grew increasingly sharp. I crossed my arms, a mocking smile on my lips. Why should I stop you, or protect you from harm, in your past life? Didn't you say that everything was my choice? You never begged me to take the damage. Nor were you willing to pay for my medical expenses. You said that even without me, you wouldn't have gotten into trouble, right? Malik Gu immediately realized. Mirabelchen, you had already been reborn long ago, yet you just watched me become a cripple. Smack. I slapped him hard across the face and arrogantly said, so what? It doesn't feel good to be a cripple now, does it? Don't worry, you have plenty of time to get used to it in this lifetime. Just savor the pain I endured in my past life, and rot away in this one for me. Malik Gu's eyes were red, and he lunged at me, trying to hit me, but he lost both legs and instead, with a plop, his whole body fell to the ground. The police outside heard the noise, came in, and then put Malik Gu back on the bed. Malik Gu winced in pain, his face pale. He glared at me fiercely, cursing non-stop. I didn't mind his curses at all, watching him cling to life. I even thoughtfully said a heart-wrenching thing. Your old flame is right next door. Didn't you say before that even if you became a cripple, she would still love you? So why this time did she abort your child and try to send you to prison? Upon hearing this, Malik Gu's face grew even more ferocious. Lin Jiao Jiao, how dare she abort my child? If it weren't for her, I wouldn't have ended up like this. I will kill her. I smiled. No, 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 you should really thank her. Once you recover and leave the hospital ward, you can go straight to jail. Tilda. Malik Gu got what he deserved. These two scoundrels finally met their just fate. The mistress falsely claimed to be critically ill, and he rushed over without hesitation, not long after the Yinlian incident. I heard news of Malik Gu and Lin Jiao Jiao again. It was Lin Jiao Jiao, suffering from schizophrenia, who stabbed Malik Gu in the heart with a fruit knife in the hospital while the police were distracted. Malik Gu died on the spot. Father Gu and Mother Gu, both with white hair, lost their black-haired child and broke down in tears. Lin Jiao Jiao, due to mental disorder, was eventually sent to a psychiatric hospital and never came out for the rest of her life. Father Gu and Mother Gu were sentenced to life imprisonment for imprisonment and intentional injury to others, with severe circumstances. Malik Gu called me crying before he died. He told me he was sorry, that he finally realized he was wrong, and that he shouldn't have treated me that way back then. But until his death, I never forgave him. In my past life, I hated not only Malik Gu's ruthlessness but also that he drove my parents to their deaths, causing them both to die. I will never forgive such a scoundrel in my entire life. I loved the wrong person. I admit it, but what fault do my parents have? Malik Gu may not want to pay medical compensation. Fine. But he killed my parents, an unforgivable crime. Now, everything has settled. After several days of continuous rain, the sky finally cleared, the gloom dispersed. I started a brand new life with my parents.